Great to have you join us on another exciting episode of Art House. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Let's check out our lineup for today. Artists Connect holds its 2025 episode. The Free Spirit, a mural painting which is to inspire change across continents. Then talking about traveling, this solar exhibition explores that and more. We'll give you details when Art House returns in a moment. Do stay with us.
Being a woman writer, I will be deceiving myself if I said I write completely through the eye of a man. There's nothing bad in it, but that does not make me a feminist writer.
Let's begin with the 2025 edition of Artists Connect, which featured an array of intriguing works of art and concepts.
It's a red carpet reception for the visitors and artists who have come to Lagos to be part of the 2025 edition of the Artists Connect Africa, a platform to not just showcase quality works of art, but network as well.
It is a networking and connecting platform for artists across Africa, especially the young emerging artists. It's kind of like a platform where they can form community, get to meet each other, learn about the works that they're doing, also hear from industry professionals, on how to navigate the art industry and the community as well.
Years ago, I and Fola were having a conversation and we wanted to do something that could bring artists together, because at that time we didn't have a community. We were coming from different backgrounds. I was an engineer, Fola was a medical doctor, and we needed a community. We needed to form kind of like community that can help us, iron sharpening iron. So we did the first edition 9 years ago, and the impact of that first exhibition or that first event, we can see it now. And so we came together and decided, we need to do the second edition. So this event has been a long time coming, and we're happy that we're able to bring it.
The program, which started in 2016, has seen a lot of artists move from being rookies to more established hands. So this is another opportunity for these young creatives to navigate their crafts.
The things that we looked at was the uniqueness of the work, the creativity, and basically the artist projection, moving forward, because we're not just putting together this exhibition for exhibition's sake.
We're going to have an exhibition of artworks here, especially with young emerging artists, where they get to show their works. We have a esteemed panel of jury that's going to pick 10 to 15 artists that's going to get a fully funded art residency at the FD Art Academy. And after that, there will be a an exhibition that will showcase their creations from the academy. This is our way of creating that sustainability and ensuring that they have a well-defined and successful career after this event.
This or any initiative that helps artists to have a greater visibility is good. Some of them may achieve more or less. This one, I think, you only have to look at the number of people, I think it's having an impact. So I think this is very good. Whether they sell now or not is good, but it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is that thanks to an initiative like this, artists are better known and they can see what other artists are doing. And this is relevant, this is valid, and this is important for us.
Some of the artists speak about the pieces they have brought to this exhibition space.
This is Ori in Yoruba. It means destiny. So I use automotive parts to replicate my work, as you can see there. It means head, destiny, Ori. So we have two types of Ori. You have the Inori and Ori. So why I use automotive parts to show that the body, like the car, my wheel, the head moves up to a direction in life. As you can see, my wheel balance. And you just use to make a construction of everything at one place.
So my art explores abstract. I think there are some lines, there are some geometry, there's some geometry that defines the world, that people just want humans to just fit into. But I believe that humans are much more complicated than that, and that is what my artworks seek to explore. The notion that people must actually be to fit, especially women, must fit into one identity. And if you want to be a woman, if you want to be a beautiful woman, you must be like this. If you want to be a good mother, you must be like this. But I believe that motherhood, womanhood, does not have to fit into a particular box. The box is women. So, and also that is one of the examples. That is one of the things someone perceived from my art. I want someone to perceive it and thought about it as a garden, procreation. Humans started from just nothing. We started from nothing, and then gradually, as we grow, as we were in our mother's womb, we grew. And as we also came out, we grew. And we became, from this nothingness, we bloomed, we became this, we started spreading out, expanding. We became a lot of things, which is what this represents, until we fade into nothingness, which is what happens to most people, everybody after they die.
The title of my work is Messiah. I use charcoal and oil on canvas. So I am an engineering student. I'm an engineering graduate, chemical engineering. So I use chemical formulas to explain my work. So this formula is formula for tensile strength. What tensile strength means is the point whereby a material will get to and it will break. And this is infinity formula. So when a tensile strength tends to infinity, it means that it will get to a point whereby that material doesn't break again. The material is unbreakable. So metaphorically, I'm using it to explain a woman in the society. That a woman is such a figure that she's unbreakable. The things that she passed through, such as childbirthing, and the things that she goes through in terms of when they are being underrated, that they are not up to the gender to be given equal role, like the male gender. They don't want to be given a dignified role in the society, like a political role, because they are females. So I'm trying to use my work to portray women as saviors, as messiah. That's why there's a crown of thorns on her head. It shows that she's a savior, that she can manage the family and also manage the societal values, which is being an opportunity for her to handle. So I'm using my work to say that a woman should be given the roles that also been given to male counterparts too.
Going forward, the organizers intend to make this an annual event in order to encourage more creatives to stick to this path.
This contemporary artist joined the train of #Legacies of Change, a mural series in the Harris County, Houston, in the United States for a period to execute the mural titled Free Spirit. He has returned home to share that experience.
Celebrating the power of cultural diversity through dance is part of a mural series themed Legacies of Change in Harris County, Houston, United States. Artist Edosa Ogiugo was in the United States this year to be part of the project titled Free Spirit, curated by Street Art for Mankind. He returns to share the experience.
It's an adaptation of a painting I did 2003. It was acquired at a group exhibition in Pretoria, South Africa. I think first, I would say that it's a miracle because something I sold over 20 years ago, having a life or taking a life of its own is a miracle. Like we always say, God is in the details.
The artist joined the train of #Legacies of Change for the mural, which reflected on local festivals that hailed the music, art, dance, and theater from around the world.
Free Spirits, taken from one of my dancer celebration rejoicing series, is a group of Benin dancers in the typical costume for the Edos, you know, Kora beads, the hairdo, like a replica of the Queen Mother, Yoma, yes. So the interesting thing for me is how it got relevant with that community. That's the intriguing thing, because I was asking why choose this particular one, but I think is in the expression and the relativity in terms of, you know, Houston is made up of a mixed community. And from records, I hear that as we speak, the largest population of blacks in Houston is that of Nigerians. So definitely Free Spirit will resonate with not just the concept of inclusivity and multicultural environment, but the fact that you also have indigenes of US, so to speak, who can relate with the elements in the picture.
The piece, which depicts Nigerian women dancing, captures the artist's signature modern impressionist style and highlights the vibrant energy and graceful movement of traditional dancers.
This particular picture I took from a royal ceremony because the Oba is seen as next to God. In fact, it's like the medium by our own tradition. You know, it's like our intercessor. So the women or men who will be drumming behind, making the music for the women to dance, will see it as a privilege, a rare privilege to be part of such group.
The tribute to the free spirit of the Nigerian community in Houston serves as a reminder that diverse perspectives and values enrich collective efforts and address challenges more effectively.
We're taking a moment now. When Art House returns, a solo exhibition which is still talking about traveling. We'll give you details in a moment, so do stay with us.
And these are the works of art you sent in recently. Let's begin with My Precious Diamonds. It's a mixed media on canvas work by Obasa Bolaji. Then Samuel says Love is Magical, a mixed media on board. Conversations 2 is how Theo Olaiton has captured this miniature acrylic painting on board. Like Mother, Like Daughter is a pencil on paper drawing by Soji Arts. This pen sketch is done by Austin Abai. He calls it My Style. And this acrylic and oil on canvas piece is called Echoes of Whispers by Light Ghana Ghana. To the Protagonist is a charcoal and acrylic on paper work by Paul Ogunlesi. The Elephant is a mixed media on board piece by Tunji. While Dan is saying, have you seen her? With this digital art piece, which concludes the works of art you sent in recently. We really appreciate you for sending them in as always and encourage you to keep them coming.
There was once a traveler. That's a solo exhibition at the Relay Gallery in Lagos.
It's the maiden exhibition of multidisciplinary artist Yoma Emoore, who explores the intrigues behind journeying in this show titled There Was Once a Traveler at Relay Gallery in Lagos.
It's inspired by my mom's letters that she received from her pen pals from the 1970s and the 1980s. It's an investigation into this connection that they had and this yearning for connection that she had as a young child, of reaching out to people from so far and near. But it's also an exploration of the act of remembering, because in itself, the act of remembering is like embarking on a journey, a never-ending journey and a never-ending travel.
Presently, she's the greatest textile artist on planet Earth. She's detailed, she's determined, and she's hardworking, and she's painstaking to produce masterpieces. So, I think that she's an artist to watch.
The works presented is an investigation into the traces left behind in the voyage through life, highlighting the significance of objects and materials that make up our daily life.
I'd always seen my mom as a traveler. Yes, that's a direct inspiration. But secondly, again, going back to the act of remembering, because it's like a journey, so meaning we're all on this journey through life, we're all traveling through life. Yeah, so in essence, we are all travelers, leaving traces of ourselves that future generations might find us. And I do believe that with this body of work, I'm also looking into how intentional we are about being remembered and how intentional we are about leaving objects behind.
Here is extremely creative. She has actually used letters from my father to her mother, who is my much older sister, to create this beautiful piece that will stand the test of time. She has kind of immortalized the communication between father and daughter from the 70s, and 80s. I think maybe late 60s, 70s, and early 80s, and it is extremely beautiful.
The uniqueness of her work is something that is worth emulating, because many artists that I know, they work on canvas, they work on paper, but I actually, besides my daughter, I haven't really seen any other artist that works on sackcloth, which is what she uses in her pieces. So I think that is very unique, and that shows too that one can transform any ordinary thing into something extraordinary, because the material she uses is the same material that they use in bagging rice, they use in bagging garri, but that is what she has used to produce all of this.
Through intricate layered compositions, the artist invites the audience to reflect on a shared journey through time and space, leaving behind traces for future generations to discover.
There's more to see and enjoy, but that'll be on the next episode of Art House.
Next week on Art House.
A beehive of activities for art lovers as Plus 234 Art Fair comes to town again, showcases top and upcoming artists in Lagos. The Awaron, an exhibition at Attila Gallery in Lagos. Seen, heard, and understood. Christine Mike Najis Solo exhibition at My Dream Gallery in Lagos. We encourage you to keep liking, sharing, and viewing our page so more people can enjoy the ever bubbly and ingenious art scene in the country.
Your Art House experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Interact with us on our various social media platforms. See any edition of Art House on our website or YouTube page. Join our very interactive Facebook page by joining the group on Art House on Channels. We're everywhere.
That's Art House today. Thank you so much for being a big part of it. And I'm looking forward to interacting with you on our various social media platforms. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Have a lovely day.